Well, hi guys, I'm Lit.
And I'm Coco.
So this week we're gonna let you know kind of where we went to while we stayed in Vermont.
Yes.
And what a pretty state that
Yes.
is. Um, Absolutely gorgeous. We have some footage of just kind of driving around. We're gonna go ahead and throw this up here for you now.
You know, we get caught up doing everything. We're not promised tomorrow. Sometimes you need to close your eyes and just go back. Yeah, back when life was simple as that. I didn't know I'd miss it so bad. When this whole world had way less worries, nobody in a hurry. Yeah, back to mama's home cooking and dad was baiting my hook, and I'm sitting on a tailgate thinking about those days. Just wish I was back. When I think about how I used to be, Lord, it was so simple then. Dirt bike and a fishing pole and a fishing hole with all my friends. Nothing better than a BB.
So guys, as you can see, it's gorgeous, absolutely
Yes.
gorgeous.
We drove into Woodstock, which was fairly close to where we were staying.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So we stayed in a small town called East Thetford, Thetford. I don't know if I'm pronouncing
Thetford, add an
Thetford.
accent into that, and it sounds crazy, but it's Thetford.
Yep, but that's where we stayed. So we were actually right on the border to New Hampshire,
Yeah.
which means you could kind of whip over and see another state as well. But
Yeah.
when you're in Vermont, who needs to see another
Yeah.
state?
It was really pretty drive, and I really wanted to go check out Maple Farm,
Yeah.
and we found a place called Sugarbush
Bush.
Farms.
Correct.
And it was really cool to see. They also do cheese there.
Correct. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They make their own cheese. They make
And-
their own maple syrup. So we went down there. It's a free self-tour of the maple trees. And there's actually a season where they produce the sap that makes
Maple syrup.
So I learned a lot. How about you?
You know, I was filming, so it was hard for me to pay attention because I was also filming, but later I learned from Lit more, and that's my normal, but it was really cool to see how
it was. So you know, it's kind of like, you know, the lighter maple syrup. It's just I believe it's cooler days.
Yeah.
And then warmer days makes dark maple syrup. So different flavors and different colors depend on the, you know, how warm it is during the day and how cool it is at night. So yeah, Coco learned that pretty much Vermont and a couple of other areas are the only areas that have the opportune season for maple syrup.
Yes.
So, and then it's like so many, 10 gallons of sap makes, like, I think it's 1 gallon of maple syrup, or
so
like a 10 to 1.
Isn't it February and March that you can watch them actually?
Correct. Yeah, February, March, and into April is kind of the
season to watch them actually. I mean, they had it all obviously set up where you could tour it, but then they also do sampling of their cheese and maple syrup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So after our tour that we kind of walked around and saw the setup and kind of how things are done, they then have a couple of other little tours. One that takes you down into the sugar shack itself, which is where they take all the sap and they turn it into the maple syrup. And just the smells in there, even though they weren't producing because it was July, it was just amazing. I wish we had smell-o-vision for you guys.
It's good.
And then, of course, then they have the sampling, like Coco said. So we went in, we sampled some different maple syrup, sampled some different cheeses.
Yes.
So we've got 13 kinds of cheese in our farm store. We're sampling 4. This first one is the Mountain a mild creamy cheese similar to a Monterey Jack. We get our cheese in 40-pound blocks from local cooperatives. They make the cheese for us. We cut the cheese into cracker-sized bars, wrap the bars in foil, and then hand dip them in wax. So it makes it so you can travel without refrigeration for 3 to 5 days. It'll keep in your refrigerator for 4 to 6 months unopened. This next cheese is a cheddar that we've aged for 4 years. So we do all the aging of the cheeses here. A big cooler down back, where we age anywhere between 40 to 80,000 pounds a year. And we age our cheddars anywhere from 6 months to 8 years old. And the longer a cheddar is aged, the sharper the flavor gets.
You like that one?
Thank you. Early April. We need temperatures that are freezing at night and anywhere between 40 to 55 during the day for the sap to run. So we'll drill a hole. Okay, we'll drill a hole in the tree, and during those freezing thawing cycles, the sap will come out, and it looks like water. It's 2% sugar, 98% water. So we gather it up and we boil it. So we have to boil it 219 degrees, and it takes 200. Takes 40 to 50 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. So because we have to boil, it's a 67% sugar, so it evaporates much of the water out. So once it hits that temperature, 219 degrees, it's graded on color. So there are 4 grades. And
I don't eat cheese, so
Yeah,
you
I
sampled cheese. Yeah, and then they have the little store where you can buy the maple syrup, buy the cheese, all kinds of, gifty stuff, which was really cute inside. And we got, of course, maple syrup.
Yep.
And you got some cheese.
I did.
Which was really good, right?
Yep, it was a sharp cheddar, and it was a 3-year age. So the way they do it is they actually wrap it in like saran wrap and then a tin foil, and then they dip the whole thing in wax.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. So that was kind of my snacks for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
So that was actually in a town called Woodstock. And that's not Woodstock, New York, Woodstock, Vermont, which is a really cute town. It truly is.
Yeah.
There's just little cute shops, and then you got a gorge that's there in town.
Yeah.
You've got couple of breweries, and then there's a couple of covered bridges that you can kind of go through.
That's right. We did see. Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, for a relaxing week with 5 days of monsoon rain, we actually, we got out and we kind of did some, different stuff one day.
That was it.
And then when we were leaving Vermont, heading over to New York, upstate New York, I actually stopped and met up with a friend. So Scott. He was actually my car partner 23 years ago, when I worked for State Patrol. And so I haven't seen him. He actually moved to Vermont about 20 years ago, so I haven't seen Scott in about 20 years. So we actually met up on our way out of town, pulled up a little bit, and then he actually gifted us a large bottle of maple syrup, which he actually has his own small little maple syrup farm and a little sugar shack. So
which is really cool. We didn't know that.
Yeah,
but it was super
absolutely delicious.
Yes.
Thank you, Scott. We got maple syrup for the rest of our travels.
Yes.
For this year.
Yeah.
So guys, this one's a little bit of a shorter video.
Yeah.
Just because of, like we said, the rain, which was unfortunate. There's so much stuff to do in town. But until next time, maybe we'll head back that way and go see some more stuff next time. So if you can, guys, go ahead, give us the thumbs up for this video. Like I said, it is a little short, but we appreciate your comments, and then leave us that comment at the end of this video. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's going to come up somewhere down here for you at the end of the video. And until next time, guys, next week we will be in upstate New York. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.